Hi everyone, so glad to see you all here. I'm Scott Vorthmann, and I live very close to Bob. We're both in the Bay Area. So I've had a lot of opportunities, and believe me, you want to take him up and go play with his kit up in the exhibit room. But I'm a software guy, so I looked at it, and if you know me, you'll understand why my software tendencies tend toward geometry and particularly icosahedral symmetry. So I built an app. That's what I'm doing these days, building apps. It's a fairly simple thing to use, pretty self-explanatory, but I'll take you through it. There's the main view, and when it comes up, it shows you the regular compound of 5 tetrahedra. Then we have the table on the lower left, and this is pretty much what you'll see in Wikipedia, but of course the table is live, and if you click on it, it's going to show you that stellation. And it's a lot of fun just playing with that. You're also getting an indicator in these two areas here. So this is one of each cell type. This looks a lot like Bob's prototype. And I split it into two so that you can see all the edges. It's really hard when they're all packed together. It's hard to tell what's what. So that's kind of handy. But the name of the app is actually a little bit of a misnomer because this is not just an indicator. This is also a control. So you can turn on and off the cells and make not just 59 icosahedra, but 4,096, because we have 2 to the 12 possibilities. And that's a lot of fun to play with. And let's cut inside and take a look. So I have a cutaway view. So let's go back to H, the echidnahedron. So that should look a lot like, subject to colors, a lot like what Bob just showed us. And there's a lot more to do. There's a lot more fun to be had here. In particular, Bob and I both want to be able to play with the color symmetries here, and that's very challenging. I can show you, if we go back to the regular compound, the coloring here is very nice and symmetric by design. That's how I colored these pieces. I don't get to move these pieces around as easily as you do in the physical set. So if I go back to the excavated dodecahedron, the coloring I've used is not nearly as pretty as what Bob showed us, right? So I want to be able to play with that UX, but that's a pretty challenging problem. So if anybody has ideas, I'd love to hear them. And there's another future direction that came about from talking with Vladimir Bulatov, who's here, and we had a talk from him yesterday. So Vladimir, a number of years ago, wrote a stellation Java applet, and it looks like it's gotten resized. I'm sorry. So his applet is really nice. It's got the stellation diagram control this time, so you can click on there we go. So that's pretty cool. You can also click on this sort of cell table and turn orbits on and off. Let's turn off the outer ones. But the best part about Vladimir's app is you don't have to do the icosahedron. So he's actually doing this programmatically. It's amazing work. There's a huge set of interesting polyhedra. So one of the things I want to do, and Vladimir and I have talked about this, is to collaborate on, first of all, getting his app back on the web, because you can't run Java on the web anymore. But secondly, I'm hoping to sort of combine the two and maybe put my UI on top of his or something of that nature. So we'll see where that leads us, but I'm pretty excited about it. And the last thing is, you can all play with this right now. This is a web app. It's on the public site there. So if you want to scan that URL, you can get it on your phone. I've made it responsive, so it won't look like it looked on my screen, but it should be functional and should look good. The only thing you won't be able to do on the phone is when I clicked on the background to deselect all cell types, the touch gesture doesn't work for that, so I'll figure out a way to fix that. But last thing is, I would love it if anyone wanted to help. This is an open source project, and collaboration is what I do now. This is how I fill my time and have fun. So join me. Let's make something beautiful. Thank you very much.